The Northwestern State University Student Activities Department welcomed world-renowned motivational speaker Aron Ralston to the AA Fredericks Auditorium Wednesday night. Ralston became the inspiration behind the 2010 Academy Award-nominated movie 127 Hours. After escaping a 5-day entrapment in a remote Utah canyon by severing his right arm, rappelling 65 vertical feet, and trekking 7 miles to find help. Ralston reflects on the emotional week in 2003 and how he found the courage to survive.
Most of the time that I was there, it was these problem-solving steps that I was taking, but then also I was convinced after a very short period of time that I was going to die there. I was no longer just standing in the bottom of a canyon. I was actually standing in my grave. And because of that conviction, I began recording what would become a last will and testament. I would look into this video camera. I had a little handheld, and I would hold it up, and I would talk to my parents. I would talk to my sister, to my best friends, to say thank you mostly, and to really discover what was so important to me, that I had to live, that I had to get out of there, which is, in the end, by the time I figured out how I could amputate my arm, that I did it with this joyous, rapturous experience of this euphoria coursing through my body. I know we talk about it as the will to survive or the will to live, and certainly that's a strong component of it, but none of us want to just get by. That can be enough in a moment of crisis, but we really want to flourish. And so what I've understood, and in my moment, in my crisis there in the canyon, that what I came to understand was that it's not just the will to live, it's really the will to love. That's what's most important. It wasn't that I was reflecting on my life to say, oh, I'm most proud of graduating at the top of my class in high school, or going to a university and getting a degree, or that I had a prestigious engineering career, or even that I quit that career in order to follow my passions to become a mountain guide. Like, all of these things, yes, I am proud of them, but none of that even registered. It didn't make the tape. The bottom line was that it was about these relationships. And that is what gave me the strength and the courage to persevere through all of those days and hours and minutes, even by the end of it. Maybe you wouldn't understand. You think about this horrific act of self-amputation, but really that it was, for me, it was not a horrific thing. It was a beautiful thing.